Aid in a personal matter, there exist ancient tomes deemed so injurious to modern thoughts that the mere possession is deemed a crime. From a distance. Okay.
Something tells me this is no mere adventure story.
Do. Hi, Tron.
What is it this time, Tokul?
Is that Torgal's quest? Yeah, okay. Cool.
There's no way of knowing if Doris will confide in me, but I can speak to her at least.
Do I already have Joshua's quest? Might already.
Rutherford. Wasn't that the name of my uncle's manservant? Why would he be at Martha's Rest?
It's called Where There's a Will. Okay. I do not have that one. Okay. Maybe I have to do one that's unlocked somewhere in this area.
Oh, that blasted book. Here, you put me in this situation, Clive. You can bloody well get me out of it. I need a hand with a recipe.
Do jokes in the
sure it's me
infirmary
you're
first.
looking for?
Got it. Thank you.
I'm not much of a cook.
Hote.
I'm all the cook will be needing. Thank you very much. What I want from you is a little of your time, right? Oh, and perhaps your sword. You remember Ivan's stew, right? Well, despite the look of the thing and that awful stench, people wolf it down. So I thought I'd try making one of these supposed masterpieces myself. Had a peek at the book and gave it a go, but, well...
It wasn't as straightforward as you'd hoped. Ivan had the same problem.
Yeah, but this is my blooming kitchen, and I will not be outdone. So if you don't want to be seen as playing favourites, I suggest you lend me a hand.
I've never been one to play favorites, Molly. And I would be only too happy to lend you a hand. So, what's on the menu this time?
A fried mortress of skyworm. That's one heck of a name, innit?
Ew.
Recipe seemed easy enough to an old hand like myself. Thought I'd followed it to a T. Only, turns out skyworm livers and drake's mint are not what I thought they were. At least I hope they're not, given the rancid mess they made.
Ew.
Ivan said the recipes in the Culinary Pilgrimage date back centuries. Who's to say the ingredients even exist anymore?
Wow. That's a question for a scholar, wouldn't you say? Perhaps you know of one?
Nice.
Kindly old fella who haunts the shelves, maybe?
Fine. I'll go and speak to Harpocrates. Perhaps he'll know something. And if he does, I'll see if I can find your ingredients for you.
You do that. Lest we forget, you've got a reputation to uphold.
Not to be outdone.
Where are you?
Can I help you, Sid?
I'm looking for Doris. Is she here?
I'm afraid not. She's at Martha's Rest on a job. My job, actually. When she heard what the mission was, she insisted on going herself. Alone.
Uh-oh.
Did she?
Am I going to finish today with all these
What's the
side quests?
mission?
I have no idea.
Following
I
up
don't know.
on some new information. Once they'd settled in, the bearers you helped liberate in the Dragon's Eyrie were keen to talk about their imprisonment. And about their captor.
The slaver
That's
Cohh's
saying
team
no.
were tracking when they were attacked by the beastmen. I'll go and find her. She's at Martha's Rest, you say?
If she's not moved on already, yes. I hope everything's all right.
Oh, I'm not doing all of them,
Would
no.
Doris
We're just
insist on
doing
going alone?
probably Torgil's and doing
Maybe
Jill's,
Cohh's
and I
right
think
to be
we'll finish the
worried.
game at that point. I think we have, somebody in chat said earlier that I have like 2 hours left if I were to just main the main quest.
He nearly collapsed back there.
Can't keep this up much longer.
Please. Your Grace, stay strong. Ah, my Lord Marquis.
Yote, is anything the matter? You seem troubled. Perhaps I might be able to help.
My lord. Yes. Perhaps you might. It's your brother. His condition continues to worsen, though he does his best to hide it. The lesion on his chest pains him more with each passing day.
I had feared as much.
There are certain elixirs which can ease the suffering of those afflicted by the curse, but His Grace's case is severe. The drafts I have been able to prepare for him thus far have ceased to have any real effect. So I consulted with Talia and certain of my comrades among the Undying about the possibility of finding something stronger. And thankfully, a recipe was found. The only problem being that the critical ingredient is exceptionally hard to come by, and our supplies are almost exhausted. Unless we can secure more soon, your brother's anguish will likely become unbearable. My lord, I know that I have no right to make demands of you. But would you help? For Joshua's sake.
Nah, I don't think so. He's good.
For
He
Joshua,
can man up. We'll be fine.
anything.
Yep. Oh, I mean,
Thank
for
you,
Joshua.
my lord.
Anything.
So, what is this critical ingredient?
A rare herb by the name of Stonewort.
That's what I meant to say.
It grows only where the ether is densest. The vigor it stores in its stems helps to counteract the curse. We discovered a patch near the aqueduct in Rosaria. But alas, yet more ether has erupted from the earth there recently, leaving the whole area flooded. The search continues for a new source. One that we might reach without being turned.
Seems like a plus.
So
MC,
it's
thank
only
you,
that
bud.
You can't reach it. The Stonewort itself is unharmed by the flood.
Well, yes, but...
Then I shall go in your stead.
But, my lord...
You've yet to find another source, correct? So for now, the aqueduct is our best hope. Besides, I'm a dominant. The ether can't hurt me.
Well, if you're sure, my lord. Stonewort is easily identified by its blood-red blooms. Search around the aqueduct, and you're sure to find some soon enough. I shall remain here and prepare the other ingredients.
Worthless case. Thanks for the 55, bud.
What do you reckon we should do?
Oh, look at Puppers. How you doing, Puppers?
Pining for something, boy. What is it? What do you see out there? I never did ask where you got that anklet of yours.
From Sid, that's why. On the day he brought him home.
That long ago?
And you're only thinking to ask this now? Sid saw that the pup had a habit of gnawing on his leg, since you ask. Clap that there iron on him to keep him from doing it.
What was wrong, boy?
I'll take like as not. Must have been hard on the poor whelp losing his loving masters at such a young age. Doubly hard in being a frost wolf. torn away from his icons and all. Sid would always tell him, you want that iron gone, you find what it is you're looking for.
Hey, Kevo.
I reckon what he was looking for was you.
I'm sorry, Tokul. Sorry for making you wait so long. Let's get that thing off you.
Doesn't sound like he wants it off.
Indeed. You miss Sid as much as the rest of us, don't you? You want me to go with you somewhere?
Okay.
Quick, aren't you? Glad you've been paying attention.
Not nearly as much as you have, Lady Karen.
Aye, good thing and all. It's not like Gav would have kept him in nuts and rubbed his belly these past 10 summers.
Your kindness is appreciated.
I'm
You've been a
getting
good
Timmy
friend
stuck
to
in
him.
a well vibes.
Only because he doesn't talk back
Accurate.
like the rest of you. Go on now.
Where to then, Tokul?
Follow Torgal is 2. Oh. Do it here? Guess we're following him to the boat.
Say what you will, Lady Karen has seen herself.
All right, Tokul. Where are you taking me? I'm going to need a little bit more than that, boy. Do you have a better hint for me? Unless... you've already given me one. Back on the rear deck, you were looking west, toward Rosaria. Why don't we try the Rookery? I haven't been to the island in almost 20 years.
Woof woof.
To Port Isolde, then. Fingers crossed the old mooring is still there.
Got me 10 sharp fangs. Woo!
It's still here. After all these years. Lots smaller than I remember. And you're a lot bigger. You might have to swim, boy.
Yeah, I was going to say, how dare you?
I wasn't being serious.
Don't play with Torgal's emotions, you monster. You monster.
This place hasn't changed at all. The Rookery's right through those trees. Come on. Race you there? I bet I could still beat you.
Kind of wanted him to just immediately take off.
Here we are.
Zarko's thoughts video on this? Not until I finish the
This
main
was
story.
our hideaway. Wasn't it, Tokul?
Bark. Bark. Wait, did that dog just climb the ladder?
Nanny?
He did? It's awesome. He was so tiny!
Help me to forget who I was. Or wasn't. Prince, shield. Son his mother could love. Had I been any one of those things? Perhaps. What is it, boy? This is all from the castle. In Phoenix Gate. Did you bring these here? My sparring sword.
Oh, he's such a good boy!
Well, well. You never stopped looking for me, did you, boy? Thank you, Tokul, for never giving up, for never forgetting.
Oh.
Let's take this with us, shall we? So I don't forget either.
Is that the whole quest? That was very sweet. Mm-mm.
That's not the way back to the boat, Tokul.
Nope. Pork?
All right, all right. I'm coming.
Pork? Pork?
I think I know where we're going.
Pork, wait, there's more?
People always talk about the importance of putting the past behind you. But without it, we wouldn't be who we are today. And we certainly couldn't steer our way to a better tomorrow. Come on, Tokul. Let's go home.
That was a great quest. Not a single bit of fighting, just like actually some great exposition. That was solid. That was solid. Looks like we got a thing too.
Applause, if you please.
All right. Now we need to do Phoenix Heal Thyself. That is 1. There we go. Torgal had you go and pick up a wooden stick. Does that make it a fetch quest? I would think that it does. Yes. I absolutely would think that it does. Let's call our other feathered friendo.
Let's go.
Dude, I wish it was actually like full chocobo music. Do 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 boop 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 boop. I want the whole thing. I want all of it.
Time to fight.
Nope, time to jam out on chocobo.
Here's the aqueduct. Now to find our Stonewort. Yote mentioned blood-red petals. Just my luck. Won't be picking anything till they're gone. There's only one thing for it.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Here it is. Better collect as much as I can before reinforcements arrive. All right. That should do it.
Dora says you have the 25% more Zentetsuken gauge on Dancing Steel Amulet if you haven't equipped it yet. That's a good point. Yeah. Still not sure if I want to use it. I might. We'll see. I don't seem to have too much problem building it to 5 if I just use the other ability too. Agil, a true hero, friendo. A true hero. That guy's name is Expiring Patient.
I brought back all the Stonewort I could find.
What was that spell called? Zentetsuken! Stonewort. There we go. Right there in front of you. Why do you have me repeat it? That's weird.
Yes, my lord. Thank you. I'm sure it will serve us until we can find another source.
I'm very glad to hear it.
You and His Grace are very much alike, you know. You think only of how you might help others, and never of the danger to yourselves.
No more than you have minding my brother. You've risked a lot for him, and I thank you for it.
I am honored that you should say so. But I beg you, my lord, do not give too much of yourself for the sake of others. We could not afford to lose you.
I'll keep that in mind.
Will you be doing a Final Fantasy mode NG Plus run after finishing this? No. All right, now do I have a quest from... There he is. Okay.
There's something about it.
Ah, Clive.
Joshua, what's wrong? And don't say nothing.
It's... not nothing. I've received word from Cyril. The Undying have found Father's will, or something akin to it.
His will? How and where?
In the crypt beneath Rosalith Castle. After Kupka was kind enough to drive out the Imperials, The Undying took the opportunity to recover what relics of the duchy yet remained. And in the process of doing so, they found a letter from Father.
I'm surprised anything survived down there.
Cyril asked that I join him in Tabor at my convenience. I have been meaning to go, but would you join me?
Oh, we are definitely going. Okay.
Of course. I want to know what's in that letter as much as you do.
Very well.
I guess.
I'm ready to leave when you are.
All right, let's do it. Wait, I'm not tracking this one. Do 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 do. Here. Is Cohh finishing this today or just doing all the side quests? I'm doing 2 main side quests. One we've already done, and the second we're working towards now. And when that's done, I'm gonna work towards the ending, but I don't know if I'll finish it today. If we don't finish it today, we'll finish it tomorrow afternoon. Mm-hmm.
Your Grace, my lord, I trust your journey was not overly onerous.
Cyril, you found a letter from Father.
Yes, I have it here.
Daniel. Oh, I'll be doing a stream on the Cohh channel tonight. Mm-hmm. Probably battle bit.
If you would do us the honor, my lord.
I know that I asked much of you in this coming war, but I see no other way to secure a future for our duchy and our family. Yet even should we succeed in subduing the savages and winning back Drake's breath, the threat of the blight still looms, and only with all of Rosaria striving as one might we at last overcome it. I've made plans to see us through, but such are the obstacles that stand in our way, it likely shall fall to you to continue my work. I know that you have the strength, the courage, and the will to do so. This shall be an arduous inheritance, and so I offer you another, that you might be reminded of love and the faith that I hold for you both. Your father, Chadley the Chaddington III.
An inheritance.
It would seem the late Archduke penned this missive shortly before his passing.
The day before we left for Phoenix Gate.
Wow.
What are these plans he spoke of?
His plans for the duchy, Your Grace. Your father entrusted them to my predecessor, the former bearer of the Burning Quill, who entrusted them in turn to me. The complete emancipation of bearers is their stated aim.
Yo!
But your father's dream did not end there. His Grace also spoke of building hospices to care for those stricken by the curse, and the founding of a new university to further the development of non-magical technologies, with the blight spreading ever more widely across the twins.
Dang, dude.
Archduke
What a good
Elwin
guy.
saw this as the only means of securing Rosaria's survival.
He wished to see men and bearers treated as equals. To see centuries of common wisdom overturned. Small wonder he did not think it achievable within his lifetime.
But he thought it achievable nonetheless. Had he not, he would never have written this message. Nor would he have entrusted his vision to his most faithful aides, those who would have stood with you, shielded you from the machinations of the less benevolent.
Don't let Chad boss you around. Sit down.
It's a pity only they are still with us.
'Tis true that those most loyal to your father were the first to suffer the Duchess's wrath. But one at least remains, and she has come bearing gifts.
What do you mean?
Mayhap it is better that she explain, my lord. After all, the duties entrusted to me by my predecessor extended only to recovering his Grace's will and arranging a meeting with the one who might execute it. Or a part of it, at least.
And where is this woman?
She awaits you in the archive, Your Grace.
Thank you, Cyril. Shall we then?
Mm-mm.